The truth about the man on the right is about to come out. And it's about to come out in a very, very epic way. I know I have a lot of people in my audience who are diehard supporters of Donald Trump. And I gave the man a chance. But when you look at the evidence critically, it is very clear that Ron DeSantis is going to be the next president of the United States. Now, before anyone gets all caught up in your emotions, let me make my case for this. There's a good reason for it. It's not because anyone supports Joe Biden. Nobody does. Not even people on his side. It's very clear that the next president of the United States is going to be a conservative. But it's not going to be Donald Trump. People are going to look back about a year from now and wonder how they ever got fooled. 2015 to 2022, 2023, those 8 years are going to be a time in their lives that they're not going to want to remember. It's just that bad. Now, for those of you that have already woken up, those of you that have supported me over on Patreon, God bless all of you. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. It means more than you know. Dealing with and fighting with the censors here on YouTube has been a non-stop battle for the last, really, honestly, since 2017. There are a great many channels out there, it's not just me, that have folded, that have decided enough's enough, I'm giving up. I've tried not to do that. It was something I kind of saw coming, and I tried to make plans for it. But if you'd like to join those of us who are attempting to tell the truth and attempting to free this country of people like Donald Trump, it's only $1 per month, even less if you sign up for an entire year, fully refundable first 90 days, no questions asked. There's a $5 level. For those of you that have joined us at that, God bless you even more. I really, really appreciate it. It makes a huge difference in my life. Now, I'm going to dispel two myths that have been going around about Ron DeSantis, Governor DeSantis. The myth, the big one, is that he's not even popular in Florida. Even people in Florida government don't like him. It's absolutely not the case. In the Florida House of Representatives, we have 120 individuals. Right now, the makeup is 85 Republican conservatives and 35 liberal Democrats. Of the 85 in the Florida House that are Republicans and conservatives, 76 of those have come out and formally endorsed Governor Ron DeSantis for president. That's right. Only 9 haven't formally come out and made the statement yet. Governor DeSantis has only been campaigning for 2 months. And that's true. Not every single Republican agrees with Mr. DeSantis on a lot of things, but 76 out of 85 have endorsed him. The Florida Senate has 40 members. Right now it is currently 28 conservative Republicans to 12 liberal Democrats. Of the 28 conservative Republicans, 23 have come out. Today, 24 have come out and formally endorsed Governor Ron DeSantis for president. 24 out of 28. 24 out of 28 and 76 out of 85. If you would like the entire list of everyone who is endorsed Governor DeSantis, I'll give you the link. There are a lot of people, mostly what Donald Trump wants you to pay attention to is the national level, everything that's happening at the national level. Governor DeSantis has only been campaigning for a couple of months. Only 2 months. Trump's been campaigning for, well, really since 2015. But some of the activists and public figures you might recognize. Dana Loesch, the gun rights activist, she endorses Ron DeSantis. Matt Walsh, Ben Shapiro, Dave Rubin, for better or worse one way or the other, Joe Rogan, Liz Peek, and believe it or not, even the member of Trump's legal team from 2020, Jenna Ellis. You see, it's very odd that Trump decries Fox News now, but goes literally on CNN. No one ever really explained how this is okay after 4 years of him saying CNN is fake news, CNN is this, you never get a fair shake. How he goes on CNN, but now has refused to go on Fox and be part of the debates. But those of you who continue to support him, guess where you're going to be able to go next? That's right. Just grab your tuck-friendly whatever and head off to the Magic Kingdom. Donald Trump presidential rally coming to Magic Kingdom. The news around Disney World, Disney, and politics continues to be in spotlight. This began after Disney and Governor DeSantis became entangled in a battle of power moves. We saw the governor call in the National Guard to stop pedo Disney. Then Disney announced replacing all American flags with pride flags. Donald Trump supports Disney. He's going to have a rally there. A Donald Trump presidential rally is coming to the Magic Kingdom. This is 2 June 2023. The announcement of a Donald Trump rally coming to Disney World's Magic Kingdom has the world stunned. However, the rationale behind this decision makes a lot of sense when you understand why he's doing this. Of course, like anything with President Trump, there's plenty of controversy. Now, we know why he's doing it. Because he wants to be seen as anti-DeSantis. And he'll stand with whoever he has to. See, here in Florida, we understand all too well what Disney does. Here is Grady Judd, my second choice for president, by the way. Disney employee and 7 others rack up over 1,200 charges in Polk County child porn sting. Yes, that's right. That's who Donald Trump stands with. It's very well known. You have to be from Florida to know this. And to put the icing on the cake, every single law enforcement officer in the state of Florida endorses Governor Ron DeSantis for president. Florida Police Benevolent Association endorses DeSantis for president 26 June 2023. The quote, "The choice could not be clearer." That's from the president of the Policemen's Union here in Florida. In a press release announcing the president's endorsement, John Kazanchian, president of the Florida FPBA, called DeSantis the nation's most effective governor who would make public safety a top priority in the White House. Is that important to you, public safety? See, this is the truth. For how long did we hear? Polls are fake news. All polls are fake news. Any poll is fake news. Really? I'm leading the polls by 40 points. And he won't go on Fox News, but he will go on CNN. That should tell you everything that you need to know. The fact that he's now lounging up in Bedminster. Isn't it funny to you? Maybe it is to me. Maybe I'm wrong here. Please, down in the comments, tell me where I'm wrong. The man owns 19 golf courses, but yet he raises money from not rich people. He's even bragged about that. No, I don't take money from big donors. I take the $10 and $20 and $30 and $50 from the people working 2 jobs to pay my legal bills. No, I'm not going to sell Chateau de Palmiers, my resort that's a hop, skip, and a jump from Pedophile Island. No, I'm not going to sell that. I'm not going to sell one of my 19 golf courses or 2 of my 19 golf courses to pay my legal bills. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go send emails out and I'm going to raise money from people who are barely getting by. It is so ironic that so many people, I have a Patreon channel and I'm trying to beat the censors, and they have collapsed my income by 50% twice in the last 4 years. Let me say that again. My income was cut by 50% once and then cut by 50% again. How many of you could survive that? Quick show of hands. And I ask for $1 a month. $1 just to survive on YouTube. This guy, who is a billionaire, who owns 19 golf courses, raises money you can't give $1 to Donald Trump. I think his minimum is like $50 that he'll even accept. Maybe $35 or $40 a crack for his legal bills to run his presidential campaign from the people, quote unquote, the people. Don't you find that odd that a billionaire has to raise money, GoFundMe, when he's lounging at his 29-room, 39-room mansion in Bedminster, while he's got another one in Mar-a-Lago, while he's got others all over the world? But he's representing you. He's representing you. Trump praises Murdoch family, compliments Disney deal. Is he the greatest, though, or what? President Donald Trump used a signing ceremony for trade deal with China to compliment Rupert Murdoch, his deal-making prowess, and the entire Murdoch family. Here's the backup on that. That was 2020. This was 17. And yet all these people that thought, you know what? I agree with what Donald Trump's saying. I think we should make America great again. They go to work for the guy, and they're around him for literally 5 seconds, and they can't stand him. And they can't wait to get away from him. But he hires the best people. Brett Baer asked this perfect question. He said, when you went to Washington, and this would be my question too, in 24. He said this in 2020, I'm going to bring the best people. I'm going to bring the best people. And Brett Baer gave him a list of everybody he hired. He said, I hired the best people in the room. 90% of the best people in the room said the man was a moron. 90% of the quote-unquote best people in the room hired by Donald Trump's choice, called him basically a moron and has no idea what he's doing. From Mattis to Pompeo, his own vice president, all the way down the list. Who's left? And that would be my question in 24 to you guys. Who is left? No man is an island. No one person can do it. Who's he going to get to work with him? Who? The Democrats? That's really all that's left. Try to make this argument about classified documents that apparently he was entitled to have. Even if you believe that, let's say I believe that for 1 minute. And let's say you believe it for 1 minute, that he was entitled as president to have those. He's not entitled, number one, to refuse a subpoena. And number two, he's not entitled to show those documents to people who don't have clearances. Even if you make the allegation that he had a right to have them and that he had every right to have it, there's absolutely just all political gamesmanship. Classified documents, which if you listen to the audio, he admits the documents are secret. They shouldn't be showing the person that he's showing, and that they're classified. He doesn't have a right to do that. Not even a sitting president has a right to do that. Even if you believe that Donald Trump is still president, no sitting president has the right to show a classified document to somebody who doesn't have a clearance. His lawyers have to be just, I don't know what they're going to do. Just listening to the man's words alone. He's caught. And it's not even anything anybody made up. You just have to listen to his own words 6 months ago, his own words 9 months ago, his own words a year ago, versus what he's saying now. It's like catching a kid in a lie, where you've kept the receipts. And that's why a year from now, it's not even going to be close. The amount of inroad that's only been made in the last couple of months, and Governor DeSantis has taken the high road. He hasn't really said anything negative about Mr. Trump. Every time he's been tried to corner, he's like, we're just going to move on. We're going to talk about the real problem. What's the real problem? Biden. Biden is the real problem. Getting rid of the Democrats. And he's going to put together a team. That's what leaders do. Leaders put together teams. Go back and watch all of the old Westerns and all of the old military movies with John Wayne and Lee Marvin. And there's always, even go watch Predator. I know these are like ridiculous movies, but what's the team? You got a team. You got to go in with a team, and everybody's different. Everybody's got a unique set of skills. Not everybody gets along all the time, but you still maintain focus on what the enemy is. And that's what, that's the stopping language for me with Mr. Trump. Is that it's, the qualification can't just be either you worship me and see me as the solution, or you're not part of my team. That doesn't work. And like I said, I'll give you this list. It's a huge, huge list. Phil Cox. Josh Hammer. Brendan O'Neill. And there's so many others. So many others that have endorsed DeSantis that you're just not hearing about. Even people that previously supported Trump. Peter Thiel. Grady Judd. I mean, if you're a police officer, there's no choice. If you're a police officer in Florida, there's absolutely no choice. Knowing what we know about Disney, knowing about what we know about yeah, they have a lot of money. Not worth it. It's not worth it. They need to go. They've become a liability. Truly, Disney is a liability. And anybody who stands with them is a problem. So please explain. Trump supporter, are you going? Let me ask, are you going to the Magic Kingdom? Are you going to go support Donald Trump at Disney? Are you going to go out there and are you going to bring a pride flag or an American flag? Because Disney doesn't like American flags. And that's where Donald Trump is going. That's who he stands with. That's who he allies with. He's probably going to be passing out free Bud Light. So, bonus. I'll leave it there. God bless. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.